Good day, everyone. This is Chillin' News. Yeah, we're just chilling, and we're going to be talking about this story here. There are construction workers who, well, apparently are unaliving themselves. And, you know, it's been going on for a long time, looks like. About 8 years. 8 years, and we're just hearing about it now, I guess. Or maybe we did before, but it got unnoticed. I don't know. But it seems to me like this just was in the news. I'm pretty sure I never heard about this happening before. But let's dive into it. Now, it all begins with a lot of basic stuff, basic ideals. A lot runs through this story. Like, we can't talk about this subject. That cannot be mentioned in your job. You know, if you've got stress from being a construction worker, well, that's too bad. You're SOL. You try to tell your boss in this field that you are thinking about unaliving yourself. Shame, shame. Well, unfortunately, you need to suck it up, man. You need to do your job and be quiet. Make a living for, to pay your bills and everything. But you need to show up to work with a level head and your mental health, so be it. That's kind of what the story is saying here, to some degree. However, this is a kind of contradictory story. But however, they say at the same time, they are raising awareness in the construction industry. So, some training about it, some videos. That might be all they're doing. But I don't know. It just seems sort of that it just doesn't fly there. And you can see what he's saying here. The Asbeal is his name here, one of the main characters in this story. Asbeal, well, here he says, in the construction industry, we I can say the word, generationally, let's skip it right now. I can't seem to get that one. Been taught that if you talk to someone about a weakness or you're struggling, then you're weak and you won't get hired. One of the reasons I talk about it so freely is so people know that it's normal and it's okay. We go on. This has been going on, like we said, 8 years. It's been spiking since 2002, up from 2021. There was a fellow in here who went through something where well, I guess he had a colleague who was unalived on a project. All right, so basically, his colleague passes away. That affects him emotionally about what's happened. So maybe now he's starting to get affected. And then he's starting to think about unaliving himself. So you got a double situation right there that, or a compounding issue. The pressure is astronomical. It's so terrible that even the supervisors don't even want to be alive anymore. Okay, think about that. If you are a supervisor, if you're lucky enough to be a supervisor in a job, any job really, would you want to unalive yourself? Not really, right? That's pretty high living. You've got a very prestigious position, probably a pretty good salary. And you still are thinking of unaliving yourself at that point? That really, think about that. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense that that's what you're thinking about. And there's a picture of Asbeel. The main character has been going through this ordeal. And it just keeps going on. So, folks, this seems like a pretty tumultuous situation. And what's going to happen? I don't know. But, whatever it is, I think they'll continue to do the awareness, but it's still a taboo subject. According to this article, a taboo subject. It's not supposed to be talked about here. So if that's still the belief, even though they're doing those things, then honestly, my prediction is not much is going to happen. Not much improvement in this problem. I don't think so. I don't. And construction worker must be a pretty safe job you're going to keep, I would think. That's like somebody who wants to join the army. Not many probably usually, or anywhere in the military, right? Not many want to go into that. It's a safe job for the most part. However, let's say that they did lose more construction workers, and maybe these guys decide to quit the job, maybe even. However unlikely. I think that in that point, you have to say, what would happen if there were no more construction workers in America? So things are not going to get built. I don't know. It's hard to imagine that when you think about it. There are things that we just possibly cannot comprehend. So in any case, that's really all there is about this story today. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Chillin' News. And we will talk to you next time.